The Royal Mint has a new release coming on Tuesday, the Memorial Sovereign for 2022. The first sovereign with King Charles. The first year that two sovereigns of the same year have been made. It's a pretty big deal, and there's even been a leaked image of the design, which is stunning. So we're going to go through everything today about this release, what you might need to know to make all the decisions right for you, about whether or not you can even queue, and if you are successful in the queue, even get the coin. We've even got some mintage figures and RRP numbers here. A lot to go through, so let's dive in and see what this is all about. Hello everybody, Backyard Bullion here. Welcome to another Royal Mint update. We've got this big coin coming out. Let's have a look and see what it's all about. So, Memorial Sovereign's kind of taken everybody a little bit by surprise. A lot of people saying Royal Mint milking it once again for the passing of Her Majesty the Queen. But at the same time, this has caused a lot of very positive chatter in the coin community for such a stunning potential release and coin. It's setting new grounds, it's setting new boundaries for the Sovereign, which is probably, I would argue, the single most collected kind of coin out there in the world. And it's certainly, I think, shaping up to be a very popular release, which will inevitably bring some, less than favourable flipping scenarios for some people that will inevitably miss out as collectors and have to pay over issue price. How that will run, it's anybody's guess. But here we have the Memorial Sovereign. Now, as with all of these sort of release type videos that we do, sign up to the newsletters from the Royal Mint, guys. That's how you get these sort of previews or these notifications that they're coming out. This is just the email I got opened in a browser, and you can see it's got all of the information you need, the links to take you straight to the Royal Mint's website page here, which you can see the URL for there as well. And you can get all of the information you need. Now, some people say that it can be a bit hit and miss when you get these, but I've consistently been getting them 3 or 4 days before the big releases, and that's often how I find out. Secondary to that as well, the Silver Forum. There's a link down in the description below to the Silver Forum where you can find all of the threads about this coin and release. And let me tell you, nothing gets past the Silver Forum members. That is one of the surefire ways to find out about new releases. Now, what's it all about? So, in a historic moment for the Royal Mint's flagship coin, the official coinage portrait of His Majesty the King will soon feature on a memorial edition of the Sovereign. Now, this is really important because, as they say there, the Sovereign is the flagship coin. The clue's in the name. It's the Sovereign coin. It is the coin that I think is quintessential for all coin collectors around the world. Different cultures and different countries might think US Eagles are the thing to have, but serious coin collectors and coin aficionados, it's all about the Sovereign, and let me tell you, it's a very buoyant market. King Charles III will become the 15th monarch and 11th king to feature on the chief coin of the world. And they're right, it is the chief coin of the world, which has been associated with the British monarchy for centuries. In a poignant tribute to Her late Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, this memorial edition of the Sovereign will also be dated 2022 and feature a rare change of reverse design. And that reverse design has been leaked. Somebody shared it over on the Silver Forum, and it's now making its way around various different social media sites for coin aficionados, and it's stunning. And if this is the actual design, because you can never quite know until it could be one of the earlier designs of it, if you're never certain, of course, but if it is, that is a very pretty looking coin. Some people might say it maybe is a bit too busy with a lot too much going on in terms of the design of the background. But I think it looks great. I really do. And as soon as I saw this image shared, I was like, wow, okay, yeah, front and center, Q for me, no doubt. So 100% think this is going to be an incredible coin in gold. Now, this image looks like it could be for the BU version. Now, we'll go through all of the different types as well, because this little chart here, which has been leaked as well. The mintage figures were actually shared on the Royal Mint's sort of newsletter, essentially, and we got them all here. And we'll go through what the different types and denominations are, because there's some confusion about that. But also, we've got here prices that have been leaked from whatever source it was. I'm not sure exactly who's sort of let all this information go. They've also got here 2023 Sovereign Collection, which I think is a mistake because, as you saw in the information, it's a 2022 coin. So I think we can take these perhaps with a pinch of salt, but they look pretty accurate for me, and the mintage figures match up with pretty much where things are going to be for these coins. So Let's go back here to the different categories first. Actually, I was going to say, I think this is the BU sovereign, and I'll tell you for why, because it's quite pink. Having had the proof sovereign of the 5 gold piece for the Jubilee sovereign and the BU version, they are distinctly different in their colorizations, and the proofs look more gold, and I think they've used silver to alloy it, and the BUs look more coppery, so I think they've used copper to alloy it. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. Modern sovereigns being pink is a bit of a bugbear for some people, and I hope that this is just the BU version and that the proof sovereign will look equally as beautiful in gold as the Jubilee sovereign did. So let's have a look at the different categories that the Royal Mint has announced. So a lot of people thought, because they've got here gold coins and they're saying the 5 sovereign piece NA and the double sovereign NA, they're like, oh, they're not making any 5s and doubles. This is just going to be a Pied Fort, the sovereign, half sovereign, quarter sovereign. Well, the Royal Mint have done a weird thing here by just saying, like, they've got the limited edition presentation. That's what LEP stands for. But then when you scroll down, you've got another section for BU uncirculated, where you can see you've got the 5 sovereign piece, and then you've got the sovereign sets. So here we've got the sovereign 3 coin set, sovereign 4 coin set, and sovereign 5 coin set. The 5 coin set will have the single best coin that you could possibly buy if you had the budget to do so, which is the 5 sovereign piece. The sort of second place to that is the double sovereign. These are the only 2 sets that you can get them in, and as you can see here, with a limited edition presentation of 1200, there will only be a maximum of 1200 of the 5 sovereign pieces and 1950 of the doubles. If we go over to this little leaked document here, we can see that that matches up just a little bit extra on top of these mintage figures here, and that's because some will be kept for the trial of the picks, perhaps even there's 30 on top of each, so perhaps even there'll be something else that's like, I don't know, the Jubilee and Memorial Sovereign set all together in one box. You'll be paying a premium for that, who knows. But the limited edition presentations are the same numbers here, so that's where we can see. Now, the RRPs is the interesting point. So this is 5595 for the 5 sovereign set. Now, when I bought my 5 sovereign set for the Platinum Jubilee, gold was a bit lower in price points, not drastically, but that was £900 cheaper, I think, from memory. So about 4,695 from memory. It's quite a big price increase for this. I'm kind of like that Futurama meme, shut up and take my money, because I still think even at that price point this is going to be an incredible coin. Some of the single 5 coin or quintuple sovereigns from that 5 coin set are selling for £7,000-8,000 on coin auctions right now, and I think this is going to be a potentially an even better release than that one. Mintages are slightly higher for this than the others, and we'll talk all about that in due course when hopefully the coins arrive, if I get them. So I'm talking about this in sort of the perfect future tense, where I've managed to actually get what I want to get on Tuesday. So yeah, well, anyway, we'll get to that maybe if we can get them. I'd like to get the 5 coin set. I'd love to get a 4 coin set as well, and of course the BU sovereign to match everything. Pied Fort and the regulars, difficult one to really decide on for me, but I perhaps will get them if I have the opportunity. It might be one of those things where I get into the site at a certain time and those are the only ones left. With a mintage of 17,500 for the proof sovereign, I can see these being available for quite a lot of people throughout the morning. That said, with a mintage of 17,500, I think we're going to see 40, 50, 60, 70,000 people in the queue, if not more. I genuinely think that. These will do, in my opinion, well. That's not financial advice, but I do think these coins will do well over time, especially if they look this good with this design. And of course, the quality, if the quality is good for the Royal Mint. So in terms of the other price points here, we can see the 3 coin sovereign set, 1120. We don't have one here for the 4 coin set. It says mint exclusive, but I don't know quite what that means in terms of this particular release here. The 5 sovereign BU, 2,900, that's up from 2,600, I want to say it was, for the other one. Proof sovereign, that's up from about 1,100, I think. The regular sovereign, 695. I think that's around the same price, to be honest. Might be a bit of a 650 maybe for previous ones. I could not possibly tell you right now. But general ballpark is the same, but prices have gone up. As you might expect, everything's going up in price at the moment. So, how do you get involved and how do you get one? Well, as you can see, this rare opportunity to own the second sovereign of 2022, which launches on the 15th of November 2022 at 9 AM. So it's 9 AM GMT, UK time. And my advice to you would be to just get in front of your computer, If you've got multiple computers in the house, or tablets, or laptops, or phones, get them all logged on, because I think they all will count as individual users within the queue. And good luck, Godspeed, I think is probably the best way to describe how it will go on Tuesday. So the way it usually works is you sort of log onto the website about 8:30. It will just change the website to "we are preparing to launch our product," and then you don't refresh it at 9 o'clock. It automatically refreshes and it will tell you your number in the queue, and it'll be anywhere from 1 to, I think it'll honestly be 60,000-70,000 at this point, but could be maybe less, because maybe there are not as many affordable coins for the great masses. Now, I've talked quite a bit how much I like this release, how I like this design, and I do genuinely think it's going to be a very popular one. If it will be one for the flippers, we'll have to see, because from what I understand from a lot of the leaked information, they're aiming for a January dispatch date for these. And so I like this actually from the raw mint, because what you had previously was flippers being able to get these coins. They bought them on release day, and they usually had them like 2-3 days later, and then they would flip them and they would make their money and move on. But when the coins don't actually arrive, I think it's a lot harder for flippers to actively flip. You know, all you're trying to sell is the fact that you got lucky and got in the queue and you've got an order confirmation. The coin could be, you know, awful quality. It could have dings, dents, scratches. It could need to go back for replacement. So I do think there's this nice little medium that we're in right now, and I think that's the way maybe forward for these kind of coin flipping markets, which quite frankly piss quite a lot of coin collectors off. And I know there's going to be a lot of sovereign collectors out there who will be annoyed and angry that they weren't able to get in and get these coins. So hopefully the coin flipping market won't be quite so much of a factor. But what I think is likely to happen is over a period of time, we're going to get very good appreciation on these coins. We've seen it for the 2022 Jubilee Sovereign already. That, you know, just the 5 sovereign piece alone, if you worked out the issue price for it, it was around about 2,700 just for the individual coin within the 5 coin set. It's selling for 7 grand, 8 grand, I think, at coin auctions. So you can see there, buy it, sell the single big 5 sovereign, and you've got yourself a profit and then some. So yeah, I think it's going to be very popular. But as ever, I'd love to know what you guys think is going to happen on Tuesday. Are you going to be in the queue? Are you going to chance it? Or are you going to get in the queue just to see what it's all about and log in and see what's left maybe by the time you get in? I'll be front and center on Tuesday morning, and I have no doubt it will be a bloodbath. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I'll keep you all informed as to what, if anything, I get, and then we'll meet at the other end and hopefully have some incredible coins with the King's effigy on to share with you here on the channel. But otherwise, that is it from me. Thank you one and all to my BYB Rambling Society members for watching to this point in the video. I really do appreciate your support. Otherwise, we'll see you next time. As always, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe for more.